Follow the plan, not the mood. It sounds simple, but it's a game changer when it comes to success. Imagine a ship in the ocean trying to reach a specific destination. If it changes course every time the wind blows a certain way, it'll never reach where it's going. That's exactly what happens when we act based on mood rather than sticking to a plan. Plans are our roadmaps. They keep us on track even when we're not feeling motivated, confident, or inspired. So, let's talk about why this concept is so powerful and how following a plan, even on those off days, can help you reach any goal you're aiming for. First, plans remove the guesswork. If you already have a blueprint for where you're headed, you don't have to constantly decide, what do I do next? When we operate on mood, we're easily swayed by what's easiest or most appealing in the moment. But with a plan, each step is already laid out. All that's left is following through. And that's key because when we're not guessing, we're not wasting energy deciding. We're simply acting. This keeps us moving forward, even on days when enthusiasm is low. Consistency builds momentum. Every small, planned action builds on the one before it, just like laying bricks in a wall. When you follow the plan daily, you're creating a rhythm and building strength. This momentum grows over time, turning small, simple actions into real progress. When people start to notice your progress, it's usually not because of one big action. It's the accumulation of those smaller, consistent actions. Without a plan, you risk starting, stopping, and then starting all over again. But when you stick to the plan, you're building momentum that's hard to stop. Plans bring focus and prevent distractions. Ever get sidetracked by something that seems urgent but really isn't important? When you work based on mood, it's easy to get distracted by whatever's grabbing your attention in the moment. But with a plan, you know exactly what you need to do each day, so those distractions lose power. Instead of being swayed by everything that feels important, you're laser-focused on what really matters. Sticking to a plan keeps you anchored, so you're moving toward your goal rather than wasting time on side paths that lead nowhere. Following the plan builds resilience. There will be days when you're tired, unmotivated, or even tempted to quit. But pushing through on those days strengthens your resilience. By following the plan, you're training yourself to show up even when you don't feel like it. It's a powerful skill to develop because life won't always be easy or fun. Sticking to a plan, no matter what, proves to yourself that you can handle setbacks, bad days, and unexpected challenges. Routines are the secret to success. Most successful people don't rely on feeling ready. They rely on a routine, a series of planned actions they complete daily. Whether it's athletes, artists, or entrepreneurs, routines are what keep them at the top of their game. By sticking to a plan, you're building a routine that takes you one step closer to your goal every day. The plan becomes a habit, and when habits become part of your identity, they're a lot easier to stick to. Another reason following the plan is key. It's a reality check for your progress. If you're not where you want to be, it's easy to say, "I'll try harder next time." But if you've been following a set plan, you have a concrete way to track your progress and pinpoint what's working and what's not. If you're still not reaching your goals, you know it's time to adjust the plan rather than letting moods dictate random changes. Having a plan lets you be honest about where you're making progress and where you might need to pivot. Planning minimizes regret. How many times have you looked back and thought, if only I'd stuck with it? When you act on mood, there's a much higher chance of regret because mood-based decisions are often fleeting and impulsive. But when you follow a plan, you can look back and see a track record of effort, consistency, and intention. Even if you don't reach your goal immediately, you know you gave it your best because you followed a well-thought-out path. Regret has a lot less power when you know you did everything you could. Next, following the plan teaches discipline, and discipline leads to freedom. It sounds ironic, but it's true. When you follow a plan, you gain control over your time and actions rather than being controlled by fleeting emotions or external pressures. This kind of discipline actually gives you more freedom in the long run, because instead of always playing catch-up or stressing over unfinished goals, you're steadily making progress. Discipline might seem restrictive at first, but it creates a life that's far less stressful and much more fulfilling. One of the best-kept secrets of success is that planning reduces decision fatigue. Every day, we face countless decisions, big and small, which can become mentally exhausting. When you have a plan, you cut down on the need to constantly make choices. Instead of deciding each day what to work on, the plan already spells it out. This frees up mental energy to focus on what matters, rather than weighing options or getting sidetracked by second-guessing. By eliminating that daily decision load, you're conserving energy and creating space for deeper focus and creativity where it counts. Sticking to a plan builds delayed gratification, which is a superpower. One of the biggest reasons people don't succeed is because they fall for quick rewards. It's tempting to look for the easy win or instant gratification, but real success often comes from working consistently over time. Following a plan helps you resist the urge for immediate rewards and builds the mindset that long-term results are worth the wait. When you practice delayed gratification, you're reinforcing the habit of making choices that benefit you in the long run, which is crucial for financial success, career growth, and personal development. Following a plan minimizes self-doubt. Often, people abandon their goals because of fear, uncertainty, or comparison with others. When you have a plan and follow it faithfully, you can block out some of that noise. By focusing on your own journey and measuring your progress against your plan, rather than others, you build confidence in your own path. Your progress becomes proof that you're moving in the right direction, and that proof helps silence doubts and keep you going. A well-followed plan allows you to track your wins, even the small ones. One of the most motivating things in any goal is to see progress, even if it's small. When you're following a plan, you're more likely to see those little victories along the way, which keeps your motivation up. These small wins build confidence and remind you that progress is happening, even if it's slow. By tracking these milestones, you keep your morale high and build the resilience needed for larger challenges. Having a plan gives you permission to rest without guilt. When you're following a structured plan, you know what you've accomplished and what's left. This clarity allows you to take breaks without the looming feeling of guilt or laziness. You can rest, recharge, and come back ready for the next part of the plan. It's not about pushing yourself endlessly. It's about balancing hard work with well-deserved rest, knowing you're still on track. Your plan serves as a built-in accountability partner. When you rely on moods, you don't have anything keeping you honest, but a plan does just that. By laying out each step, your plan keeps you in check and makes you answerable to your own goals. Over time, this accountability builds self-discipline. You learn to rely on yourself and trust that you'll follow through, even on the tough days. A strong plan allows you to measure, learn, and adjust as needed. When you're following a specific roadmap, it's easier to look back and evaluate what worked and what didn't. If you're working based on mood, there's no clear record of your progress, but a plan allows you to track results and refine your approach. This adaptability means that even if you hit obstacles, you're better equipped to overcome them because you're building on a solid foundation of measured actions, not just what feels right. A consistent plan attracts more opportunities. When you're clear on your path and taking steady steps toward it, people notice. Opportunities have a way of finding those who are actively working toward something because consistency signals reliability. This could mean anything from a new partnership to an unexpected job offer, but it all stems from the perception that you're serious and dedicated. Opportunities often come to those who are already in motion, and a plan is what keeps that motion steady and visible. Lastly, following a plan keeps your emotions in check. By relying on a plan rather than your current mood, you're less likely to make rash or emotionally charged decisions. Many people make poor choices in moments of anger, frustration, or excitement, only to regret them later. A plan brings stability and keeps you grounded, helping you make more objective, well-thought-out decisions. It's a way to safeguard yourself against choices that may feel good in the moment but derail you in the long run. In the end, having a plan is like having a personal coach that's there 24/7 to guide you, keep you focused, and bring you back on track when life gets challenging. Every time you act on the plan, you're reinforcing the life you want to build rather than being swayed by every whim or setback. With each step, you're proving to yourself that you're serious about your goals, and that's what keeps you moving forward, no matter the circumstance. So, stick with it because the plan is there to take you exactly where you want to go.